Hi everyone, it's NonnaGrace. You know, yesterday, was it yesterday? No, the day before I had mentioned jungle mouth. I wish I would have thought of it at the time, but I didn't until afterwards because the comments were coming in and there was a lot of people that didn't even have never heard of jungle mouth. Well, in 1960, there was an advertisement on the TV, and I found the link for that. So I will put the link down below so you can check out this little advertisement that I watched on black and white TV. And I didn't realize I was as old as I was for a lot of people not to have even heard of it. Another thing I wanted to talk about today is going to be all about advertisements. So if you're interested in advertisements, stick around because I'm going to talk about the different watching TV. I don't watch a lot of TV, but when I was first married and I would be sitting on the couch and I would be nursing my babies or feeding my babies, the TV was always on. And there was always advertisements. And the advertisements all had jingles. Have you noticed that today's advertisements don't have jingles? They just have a lot of scenery showing how lovely life can be if you take this pill, because a lot of them are about pills. Or there's a lot of food and there's a lot of fun and festivities going around with the food. So that's the type of videos that you're seeing today. Now, I remember when every day at about, must have been about 12:30, 1 o'clock, because I'd be sitting on the couch and I'd be eating I used to eat peanuts by the bucketful, by the 5-pound bucketful, and Snicker bars and iced tea. I had this, it was after one of my children that I had this, my second daughter, and I had gone down to 85 pounds after the birth of that baby, and I had a real hard time gaining my weight, so that's why I was eating the peanuts. And I would go through a 5-pound bucket of peanuts in about 3 days, and a bag of the mini Snicker bars, and I don't know why I didn't make the iced tea by the pitcher. I kept making it by the glassful. But I gradually it took me 5 years to get back up to my weight, which was 98 pounds. And when I hit 98 pounds, I got pregnant again. And so this time I gained my full weight with the baby, because I always had a hard time gaining weight too when I was pregnant. The doctors kind of gave up on me. They wanted you to gain 20 pounds. And with the third one, I did make the 20 pounds. Okay, now what I wanted to really talk about advertisements. Well, while I would be sitting on the couch nursing the baby, there was this one advertisement that would come on, and it was about Dad's cookies. Now, all the things that I'm mentioning are just things that I'm mentioning. I don't have anything to do with, I don't eat these things. I maybe did years ago, but I don't now, and I don't use them. But anyways, the Dad's cookie advertisement. I'm going to sing the jingles because they had jingles with these things. They were actually kind of catchy. I can't think of any advertisement that goes on today that I really can sing you the jingle, because I don't think they make jingles anymore. And if they do, they're not very catchy because they're not sticking in my head. But anyways, the Dad's cookie one was about a little person that wanted to get this cookie, and they were too short. And so this jingles went, the most frustrating thing, the thing that I hate about life when you're just 3'8", is it's 1 inch too far to the Dad's cookie jar. You want that Dad's cookie, that crunchy Dad's cookie, you keep trying and trying and trying, but it's 1 inch too far to the Dad's cookie jar. Life must be fine when you reach 3'9". And I remember when my daughter was 3'9". I remember when she was 4'9" too. I don't know. I think that's what she is now, 4'9", maybe 9.5. She's a little bit taller. But anyways, yeah, the cookie jar, you'd see this little kid reaching and reaching and trying to get in that cookie jar. Then there was another jingle that we used to watch, and it was about bread. It was about the Kaufman's rye bread. And that one went like, I'm a jolly little baker, and you'll find me on the label of Kaufman's Rye Bread. Whenever I'm around, you'll have my guarantee that Kaufman's is the finest of the highest quality. And then it would go on, and I think that's about all I remember of that one. Then there was always the McDonald's, where they would sing their song about the 2 all-beef patty specials. It was a tongue twister, and the radio station had you see if you could say it, and if you could say it, you could get a prize. And it was 2 all-beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickle, onion on a sesame seed bun. And if you could say that, then you got a prize. And a lot of people, when it first came out, had a hard time saying it, but it's really easy now. Then there was Burger King. Burger King had hold the pickle, hold the lettuce, special orders, wait a minute. Hold the pickle, hold the lettuce, special orders, don't upset us. All we ask is that you let us serve it your way. So they had their little jingle. Let's see, what other jingles did they? And I made up a thing for my McDonald's. I used to work at McDonald's, and I was in public relations marketing, and I was the hostess there. And I was on the radio, I was on TV. They sent me to Vegas, and they sent me to Florida, and they paid me a lot of money for different things. And the jingle that I made up, and it was more of a rap, because now in the 90s is when I did mine. And it was more of the rap kind of thing. There was no pretty music to this. And mine went, so you said you were hungry and you wanted to eat, so you turned your feet to the place on the street where the people are friendly, the food tastes great, I promise not to make you wait. Order fish, burger, fries, spicy chicken, or a favorite pie, parfait cone, or a shake. Now, don't these things all sound great? Then there's salad, fresh and crisp, and 2 hot soups it's hard to miss. Now, let's not forget that happy meal with the all-white nuggets, a real great deal. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, too. Why not let us make it for you? Then there's always in between. You're never going to find a finer cuisine at McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it. So that was the I Lovin' It came out then. I also remember asking my mother to get me some, because the advertisement said, I want my maple. Well, they made the maple cereal look like it was nice and fluffy and it looked really good. So my mother bought me maple. You know what maple was? It was like a cream of wheat oatmeal kind of thing, but it had a lot of the hull from the wheat in it. It was not good. It wasn't tasty at all. But that was the last time I asked my mom to buy me some of the cereal that they advertised on TV. The other cereal that they used to have, and we used to go around saying, great. And you know what that was? Tony the Tiger. Yes, we used to say that. And then my husband, he says, well, what about Lucky Charms? I says, Lucky Charms? That's too new. All I remember is something about a leprechaun. And that's all I remember with that one. And then there was the Rice Krispies, where the snap, crackle, pop, Rice Krispie. I insist that pop's the sound, you gotta have pop, or the clock's not wound. You can't stop hopping when the cereal's popping. Snap, crackle, pop, Rice Krispie. But these are the jingles that we used to have. Now, I don't think there's any jingles with the cereal. Somebody used to be paid to make up special songs for the advertisements. And at one time, I thought, I could do that. And that would have been a really nifty job, but now jingles are no longer. So I hope you enjoyed the advertisements that I presented. I think I did all of them that I was going to do. Let me see. Oh, I can talk about this at another time. I was going to talk about how the world has changed with whistles and opening doors and a pat on the back, or just compliments that are no longer allowed because people kind of take them the wrong way. So that's the end of my video. I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.